Chapter 6.
Oh, here we go.
The Source.
Source.
Nat expressed his sympathy with a shrug and sauntered off as unassumingly as he'd arrived. He'd given Luka and Iggy what they needed, and nothing more. As Luka sprinted across the snow, the events of the past few days became clearer, pieces to a larger puzzle. Rollo said he was underground somewhere, captured. Mr. Kerr tried to cover it up with lies. The clipboards were hell-bent on capturing Iggy. It all seemed to point to perennial harvest. But right now, there was one thing that Luka needed to know. Luka stopped dead in his tracks. The tree was gone, uprooted and moved, leaving a raw gash in the earth. He dropped to his knees and dug wildly at the cold snow. His numb hands hit something hard, a headstone. A dry whisper escaped Luka's lips.
You're here. All this time I thought I was visiting you. But you've been here alone in the snow. Dad, I'm so sorry. They ruined our favorite spot in the world. Our favorite spot in the world. Dad, what do I do?
There was no reply, just snow-covered silence.
Why'd you give me the slip like that? What if I couldn't find you, you jerk?
Iggy finally noticed the tears welling in Luka's eyes and the snow-covered grave.
Oh. Iggy, they stole his tree, Iggy. Yikes.
Suddenly, they heard the crunch of approaching footsteps in the snow.
Gotta hide. Uh, 259k. Fall off distance still good. Dude, did you hear me? I said 259. Sorry. You ever think about what we did here? We saved a whole town of people. Doesn't feel like it sometimes. About everything we left behind. It's the grave of someone with a family. People who love them will never know the truth. The truth is overrated.
He bent down to scoop up a snowball and lobbed it playfully.
Hey, don't be such a downer, dude. I took this job to change the world. Yeah. Come on. It's almost lunchtime. Did you just dance off? Weirdo. Here I thought I was a jerk. These dinguses are out here literally dancing on graves.
Luka stuttered through heaving sobs.
I thought I was visiting him. Thought he was with me. Not gonna lie, that's a bad break. Here's some advice.
He gave Luka a solid smack on the back of his head.
Hey. Who's any of this helping? What? Sitting here in the snow crying like some pushover? Who are you helping? Iggy, look what they did. They lied to everyone. Blah, blah, blah. Luka Van Horn, you're a lot of things, but you ain't no pushover. What did I tell you before? When some jerk comes at you, acting like a horse's ass, I should stand up for myself. Hell yeah. Kieran and his merry little band of clipboards pulled off this switcheroo for a reason, right? Nat mentioned something about a source.
Luka wiped his eyes with a sleeve.
Whatever's at the source must be awfully valuable to perennial harvest. Sure would be a shame if something unfortunate were to happen to their precious source, wouldn't it? What do you have in mind? If it's small enough to steal, we'd snatch it. If it's too big to snatch, we'd smash it. And what if it's too big to smash?
Iggy flashed a mischievous smile and cracked his knuckles.
I'm always up for a challenge. I'm gonna make this right, Dad. I promise. Let's do this. Alright, there we go. Now, you guys, I do unfortunately have to wrap up here. It's a little early. Oh, gosh darn it. It can get awfully cold out there in those woods, Luka. Probably best you two stay put and conserve your energy. Help's on the way. Where's Rollo? Where's my mom? Did you kill her? Oh, heavens no. Do I seem like a killer to you?
Iggy and Luka shared a skeptical look.
Well, do I? Aw, shucks. Now that hurt my feelings. Screw that guy. Alright. Let's go see about this source. It can get awful cold out there in those woods, Luka. Probably best you two stay put and conserve your energy. Help's on the way. Where's Rolo? Where's my mom? Did you kill her? Oh heavens no, do I seem like a killer to you?
Iggy and Luka shared a skeptical look.
Sorry, I turned that up in my own ears. Well, do I? Aw, shucks, now that hurts my feelings. Screw that guy. So that was Mr. Care on the walkie-talkie. The guy who is chasing after us and does seem a little sus. You have something similar, EVQ? Wait a minute. If this is the original town, then that means...
Iggy darted behind a large pine and began digging furiously. He emerged holding a shoebox with a crude skull painted on its lid.
What's that? Long story. So a few years back, I came into possession of some premium grade fireworks. Not the wimpy firecracker stuff they give kids. The good stuff. So why'd you bury it under a tree? That's a long part of the story. You and Rolo were doing chores at Rolo's chicken coop. And you guys pissed me off for some reason or another.
Luka rolled his eyes with realization.
No, you didn't.
Iggy stifled a chuckle.
Oh, the burning chicken coop? Yep. Just wanted to give you guys a little scare. But like I said, these were some primo fireworks. So I might have underestimated things. You blew up the chicken coop? I prefer to think of it as an incendiary redecoration. Sorry, but you should have seen the looks on your faces. Rolo got grounded for months, which is why I needed to stash the evidence and lay low. So I buried them under that tree. When I came back for them later, they were gone. I figured some grown-up found them and tossed them.
Iggy triumphantly raised the shoebox.
Turns out it wasn't the fireworks that got moved. It was us. Oh, that's an interesting idea, yeah. Unbelievable. Doesn't care about us at all. It's later in the year. My favorite Halloween costume when I was a kid, but like Reese's Cups and those pumpkins. Reese's Cups are good. I'm very fond of the Reese's chocolate bars we can get here because it's like a different proportions of chocolate and peanut butter. Do you think this is a game? Rebecca's like, yeah, this is a game. Newsflash, boyo. You're not a hero. You're a little brat who is in way over his head. A hero is just someone who refuses to give up. Comics these days are rotting children's brains. Everyone thinks they're a spaceman superhero. I was always partial to Hank Atomic myself. Is that so? Do you really think you have a chance against us? You have no idea how powerful we are. Prepare for blast-off, loser. I love Luka when he gets all sassy, that little, like, hand on the hip. Sass, we do appreciate it. Oh, well, that looks like something.
Luka and Iggy inched up to the edge of the hole with bewilderment in their eyes. Arctic air breathed out of the cavern in heaving gusts.
Echo! 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 Whoa. Let's see what I want to move us all out of town now. But why would they dig a giant hole? I think this is it. This is the source? It's a dang hole? How do we smash a hole? Uh-oh. There's Mr. Care. Oh, it's much more than that, my annoying little friend. Care. Where's Rolo? I wasn't lying before. He's safe. Well, safer than you two, at least. Drat, it's cold. You just had to drag me all the way out here, didn't you?
Mr. Kerr gazed down the abyss in contemplation.
It really is something, isn't it? What did you do to our town? What is all of this? Well, that's a doozy of a question. This is the source, where they collect the unrefined,
Kerr scratched the back of his head.
Honestly, boys, I don't understand any of this well enough to explain it. At least he admits it. Oh geez, another Maggie, and then 2 hours into yesterday. I was hooked. It's okay, I get the impression a lot of people are kind of like that when I try out new things. I just kind of want people to trust me. I do occasionally pick a good one. They reference shrinking and growing. I think they did too. I think it's very possible. Mood when Lucy asked me any questions. Vet told my dad Lucy might have thyroid problems. That might be the reason why her fur hasn't grown back on her sides. Can't get blood work done yet, so I'm hoping it's not. Hopefully not. Hopefully not. Although, you know, sometimes it is better to know, just so that you can treat it properly, but fact of the matter is, I'm not paid to know. What do you mean you don't know? Ain't you in charge? Oh heavens no, my role is merely to flash a winning smile and manage various complications. Complications like us? You are a smart boy.
His face contorted into a saccharine grin.
It really is nothing personal. Some people are destined to strive for greatness, and others are simply obstacles along the way. Seems like you were destined to be a creepy lackey. The point is that we all play our part in life. Mine just happened to be a lead in the role of a lifetime. And you happen to be extras ready for your curtain call. You aren't giving up without a fight. Your smell's not going to be so winning after we're done with you. Now boys, there's no need for melodrama. Makes even a professional such as myself embarrassed for you. Let's change the mood a bit.
Kerr snapped his fingers.
Scene change. There, that's better. Deal with them.
Iggy turned to Luka with a sly glance.
Why are you smirking? Because I have a box full of fireworks and you don't.
Iggy waved the box into the air, threatening to drop it down the hole.
Stop. It's not decently regrettable. Joke's on you, regret is one of my specialties. Out of curiosity, what would happen if I threw these in your precious hole? Sorry. Nothing. Nothing at all. You're a terrible liar. I'll have you know, I'm an exceptional liar. Up, that's far enough.
Iggy plucked a single bottle rocket from the box and held it up with reverence.
Stop, you fool. Call off your goons.
After a long pause, Mr. Kerr flung up his hand with frustration.
Very well. You can all head back for the day, or for the night. It's been a long day. I'll handle these two from here. As they walk backwards.
Mr. Kerr sighed
Or at least
into
the
frigid
clipboards
air.
did. It's just us now, Iggy. You can put that down. What, like this?
With a nonchalant flick, Iggy tossed the firework into the hole.
Uh-oh. I thought that was gonna be a choice. Ooh. Whoa.
With a growl, Kerr leapt at Iggy, crashing through Luka.
Uh-oh.
Iggy tried to twist away, but in the struggle they both tumbled over the side. Luka dove forward, bracing Iggy's hand just before it slipped. His grip was made precarious by the cold, wet snow. He could see Kerr further down, clinging to Iggy's coat.
Reckless child, what have you done? Luka, listen to me. Hold on tight and use the walkie-talkie to call them back. How, what channel do I use? Doesn't make a damn difference, they're always listening. If you do that, the clipboards will just haul us up and snag us both. The only way you get out of this is if Care's out of the picture. Just let go and save yourself. If you let go, we both die. I don't want to die, but seeing the look on your face almost makes it worth it. Mr. Care, you've had a long life. Why don't you actually do something selfless and just let go?
Mr. Kerr gasped with insult.
I'm not old. Long life? I'll have you know I can still play 25. Should have heard me sing the part of Phileas Young.
With a wild look in his eye, Mr. Kerr began to hum a proud melody.
I think he's lost it. Wow, can you believe this guy? Just kick him in the face. Just straight up, you have your other foot, kick him in the face.
Luka's hand began to cramp, His voice began to crack.
Here, just let go. No can do. If you want to save your friend, you'll have to save me too. Luka, look at me. It's okay.
Luka felt Iggy loosen his grasp.
You aren't gonna kill your friend like that, are you?
Every muscle in Luka's body burned.
I'm not his friend. Yes, you are. Nah, I'm just a no-good bully. Like you, Kerr. Iggy, no.
Luka felt his hand slipping.
I told you what you need to do with bullies. I can't. It's your only way out of this mess. Two birds with one stone. It makes sense for us to fall together. Wackadoos travel in packs.
A calm settled over Iggy's face.
Luka, let me do this.
Iggy's voice was colder than the bitter air billowing from the chasm.
Let me do the right thing for once. Uh-oh. Luka had no choice but to blank Iggy's request. Oh, we actually have. Chat. What are we gonna do? I'll leave it up to you guys. What are we gonna do? Are we going to refuse and try to drag them both up? I'm assuming, I don't know, maybe we'll all slip down? Are we gonna accept, or are we just gonna let them go? And remember, the fun thing about this game is that no matter what I choose, I can come back. Accept, accept, accept. Can't imagine refusing going well. Let's see. Let's see.
Luka had no choice but to accept Iggy's request. With a quiet blink, Luka watched a teardrop sail down into the howling void. As his fingers slowly gave up, he met eyes with Iggy.
Good.
The two silhouettes were swallowed by darkness.
Oh. Right. He went down with a box of fireworks. Like, oh, he's good. He's good. He's a little chilly this morning, so he's sleeping on the heater out in the living room. Hell of a goodbye, Iggy. Luka, you should really step back. What? Quickly. Oh! Curious. Ah, but of course. Those fireworks of Iggy's must have been just the right amount of energy. We should get out of here before perennial harvest arrives. Not until you tell me what just happened. Your friend's sacrifice just saved this town. For a little while, anyway. How? Tempest liquamine is a peculiar substance. It can change the relationship between matter and time itself. But doing so requires unfathomable energy. In a closed system, the energy can only come from its surroundings. Useful side project, or product of this property being, by adding precisely the correct amount of energy to it, one can create a cryogenic cascade. So the gunk that makes things cold and the fireworks made the whole freeze over? That's one way of putting it, yes. As dumb luck would have it, the fireworks weren't strong enough to generate a runaway reaction. I shudder to think what would have happened in that case. So I think the runaway reaction, that would have been what happened in that other timeline, where we were just vibing in the treehouse and everything froze over.
We have some idea what that would look like.
We do. It'll take them a good while to safely break through and access the source again. If you know all of this stuff, why haven't you been helping? I have been, in my way. Each one of us has our role to play. Iggy's role, it turns out, was to buy us precious time. Mine has been to observe and wait. Wait for what? You. Me? Why? What's my role?
A fierce twinkle flashed in Nat's eyes.
Luka Van Horn, you're gonna save the world.
With a chuckle, Nat turned and walked west. Dumbfounded, Luka followed behind him, trudging through the snow.
What?
Every step taking him further away from everyone and everything he knew, and closer to destiny.
Destiny, huh?
To be continued in
Oh.
Beacon Pines, Pines Harder.
Pines harder.
Revenge served cold.
What?
Second time's a charm?
I think we need to workshop these.
Wait, that's it? This ends with a crummy cliffhanger just when it was getting good? I was even starting to like Iggy.
I know. He wasn't too bad.
No way. I refuse to be associated with some never-ending parade of sequels.
Oh, we know that feeling, girl. We know that feeling.
Let's go back and find something more definitive.
All right. Sounds like a plan. All right. So that was one alternate. We can also refuse. We still don't have another one for this branch. Or do we want to continue up that one and see what refuse would have done? Or do we want to go over to the different path where we are with Beck? We want to refuse? Yeah, I kind of want to see what would happen as well, just out of curiosity. Just because we're here and we're in the moment. Luka had no choice but to blank. No choice but to refuse Iggy's request. Let's see.
Luka had no choice but to refuse Iggy's request. He tightened his grip and reached for the walkie-talkie in his pocket. A wild delight crept onto Mr. Kerr's face.
Kick him in the face. You have your free feet. Kick him in the face.
That's a good lad. Now, radio for help. Iggy begged Luka with his eyes one last time, but Luka pressed the button and called out. We need help. Mr. Kerr is in danger. It wasn't long before they were once again surrounded by clipboards. Mr. Kerr sighed with relieved frustration. There you are. You really are a worthless lot, aren't you? Mirror, now. A clipboard dutifully produced an ornate ivory hand mirror, and Mr. Kerr began preening his tousled hair. Ah, that's better. Mr. Van Horn, I applaud your sharp thinking under duress. I'll put in a good word for you with the founder. Take them away. A swarm of hands overpowered Luka. The last thing he saw before a cloth bag was pulled over his head was the defeated look on Iggy's face. The end.
Oh. Okay, so that was just straight up, nah, you messed up. You messed up. Alright, fair. We did choose